the port of Albany, originally the main seaport of Western Australia.
So what was it that attracted Verity and Scott to each other? Since they first met several years ago, I have pondered this question a number of times, and the only logical conclusion that I've come up with is that I have no fucking idea. Dennis DeNuto once famously said in the movie The Castle, it's the vibe of the thing.
It's justice, it's law, it's the vibe, and no, that's it, it's the vibe.
You know, you meet somebody and bam, you just know. Look, there's no checklist or of qualities and characteristics to measure a potential life partner by. It is just the vibe.
That was sensational.
I'd like to tell you all about when Verity met Scott, from my point of view.
Who would have thought that swiping right on Tinder led to marriage? When Scott asked me on a brunch date, I can remember being so excited and immediately replied yes. Although I did tell Mum where I was going just in case I didn't come home, and probably back that up with, but I have a really good feeling about this date.
So when I sort of bizarrely met Verity at some warehouse-style cafe in West Perth.
The Gordon Street Garage.
There we go. I basically didn't get a word in for the first probably 30 minutes.
That date kind of went like this. I got nervous and spoke, and he got nervous and stayed quiet.
Following that was basically a family sort of stitch-up.
It was the Anzac Day march, and Scott came and met the whole family in one hit.
And berated me for probably half an hour, I suppose, similar to tonight.
And he survived.
I think it was the first time I actually met Verity. My 3-year-old daughter came running out of the bathroom, and in her hands she had like a pink Batgirl cape, and she handed them to Scott and said to Scott, I want you to play with me. And so for the next 5 minutes, Scott chased my daughter around my living room while wearing a pink Batgirl outfit. Yeah, it's times like that. I look at the photos on my phone, it gets me every time, eh? So here to Scott and Verity.
I was going to say it. I may need a bigger box. Are we on? When I first met Scott, I remember thinking what a quiet, almost reserved, but respectful young man that he was. I don't think that anymore. I now think of Scott as a confident but still respectful young man who has become a much loved and integral member of our family. Shit, I was meant to do this about Verity. I could not be happier and prouder than to call Scott my son-in-law. Underneath that slightly reserved and serious demeanour dwells a kind, loving and gentle human being who has brought great joy to our daughter's life. Especially in these last several months, through some fairly difficult times, Scott has been a tower of strength. It's something that I am extremely proud of him for. Thank you, mate. So Verity, my darling girl, never forget that Mum and I love you very much. Continue to believe in yourself as much as we believe in you. Mum and I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but we can promise to be here and love you for the rest of ours.
Very few words, I promise, and I'm not going to look at you because I will cry. But this has been my year to be brave. And so to speak in front of you is my honour. It's my beautiful daughter and her fabulous husband. It's my great pleasure. So I wish you joy and peace, definitely good health, and all the love you could ever imagine. We love you. Congratulations.
Scott, I've been waiting for you my whole life. I was waiting to find that soulmate, and then you appeared.
I think we both knew pretty early on we were meant to be together.
The first time that I saw you and I walked across the road in West Perth, you made my heart skip a beat, and that has never stopped. There was an instant recognition that took my breath away, and I truly believe we were put on earth to be together.
I know that when life gets hard, we'll work together and talk through any challenges that may arise.
I promise to be your light in times of darkness, your happiness in times of sorrow, and your shoulder to cry on in times of grief.
I promise to never stop growing with you and to be your best friend during the light and the dark.
I choose to spend my life, the rest of my life with you because of the amazing man that you are and continue to always be. A very wise woman once told me, find a man that makes you feel like you're the cherry on top of the cake and never any less. And you, my darling, make me feel that way.
Your bride.
Down to Cafe Bonaparte, I feel like we're living in a world apart. But now you got me feeling that that's not very far.
I can't wait to see what the next chapter brings in our lives together. Darling, you are my world. I love you so much and I am so proud to be your wife today.
Verity, as we commit to spending our lives together, I promise to love you always and forever.
I'm going to be short and sweet. Thank you all for coming for the special occasion and enjoy your night.